Jesus does the works of God. Jesus is the glory of God. Jesus is to be worshiped. That's the point of the story. He's blind. He calls Jesus a man. Then he calls Jesus a prophet. Then he defends him at huge risk to his life. And then he worships him after he is found by Jesus. Jesus came into the world to seek worshipers. That's why he's here on the planet. Came to seek worshipers. Chapter 4, verse 23. So I'm going to close with 4 questions for all of you. And then 3 statements to encourage you with the answers to the 4 questions. And I'll just give you the questions, won't make any comments about them. Question number 1. Do you worship Jesus? I'll give you just a moment. And what I want you to do with these questions is not talk out loud, but in your heart, just answer them. Answer them. Say yes or no to Jesus. Do you worship Jesus? Number 2, do you find your worship of Jesus deepening or weakening in the midst of threat and danger? Like this man. What a miracle. You think seeing is a miracle. A beggar courageous enough to get stronger and stronger as the opposition intensifies? That's strange. Number 3. Does your worship falter or flourish when your family is fearful or unbelieving? Kids, parents, brother and sister. Does your worship of Jesus flourish or falter when family members are unbelieving? Number 4, do you confess him openly and defend him with your simple testimony? No big apologetic reasoning. Some of you are called to that, but most of you aren't. You're just called to be witnesses. You see a car hit a person, you can be a witness. You don't need any education at all. I saw. 95% of Christians are saved that way. No big argument, just I saw. Finally, I saw. I was reading my Gospels and I couldn't resist this man anymore. He was real. He's real. He's true. He's exactly what I need. He's what the world needs. He's real. This is not made up. You saw. And so I simply ask, do you confess him openly and defend him with your simple testimony? I was blind and now I see. And then 3 statements. Don't want to leave you with questions. I want to leave you with strong statements of biblical truth. Number 1, God has wise, good, Christ-exalting purposes for everything that happens to you. God has wise, good, Christ-exalting purposes for everything, good or bad, that happens to you. Statement number 2, Jesus is the path to the full, final, joyful experience of that purpose. Jesus is the only path to the full, final, enjoyable experience of that good purpose. You won't get it any other way. It's through Jesus. And lastly, 3rd, Jesus sought out this rejected blind man, now seeing, this nobody, this beggar. That's the way Jesus is. He sought out this absolutely nobody. He had begged all his life. Picture somebody in our culture, right? Not us. We're all jobs and cars, and food, and apartments. Jesus sought out this rejected blind man, this nobody, this beggar, and he is seeking you right now. That's why you're in this service and heard this story. He wants to make you a inexplicably courageous worshiper of Jesus. That's what he wants to do now. So let's pray that you do it.